Hello everyone, my name is Bacon Donut, and I am primarily a Twitch streamer with a little bit of YouTube on the side. And I'm here with a new series that I call Streamer Tips. This is in response to a lot of people that come to my live stream and ask me questions about being a Twitch streamer. And I figured I would put it in a video series so I can link you to these videos and avoid answering the same questions over and over again. I'm very fortunate enough to be able to say that I stream on Twitch as my full-time job, and I'm going to do my best to answer some of your questions about that. So today's video is about having the right attitude. So the first thing that I want you to keep in mind is that there's no set rules to this. Any advice that I give you, I could also give you a list of streamers who completely don't follow that advice at all. Any guidelines I can give you, there's other streamers who don't do that at all and do just fine and are successful. So like, for example, you might say, use a webcam. Well, there's plenty of full-time streamers that don't use webcams too, right? So there's no set rules. These are just guidelines. You can do it differently if that's what's gonna do it for you, right? So the first point of real advice that I want to give you is think about why you want to stream and make sure that you're doing it because you love streaming. Right? Not because you see somebody making some money and you say, I'd like to make money playing video games, I'm going to try streaming. Well, that's disingenuous, right? And your audience is going to see through that. If you're just there for money, it's not going to come across as genuine, and then you're going to have a much harder time actually building an audience. So try out streaming. It's free. Give it a shot, see if you like it, and stream because it's something that you enjoy, something that is a fun hobby, something that helps you relax and puts a smile on your face, and you will have a much easier time getting through the rough patches that inevitably come up later when you stream a lot more. Second thing is, don't stress about the numbers. Everybody grows at different rates. Some streamers are successful faster, and some streamers grow slowly over time. That's normal and expected, and anybody that comes by your stream is somebody that you should be grateful for. For me personally, it took me over 6 months of streaming at a full-time pace, like 40+ hours a week of streaming for over 6 months, before I was averaging more than like 120 people per stream. And I know a lot of streamers where it took a lot longer than that, several years to get beyond that point. And then of course there's some streamers that just, for whatever reason, rocket to the top and are much bigger, much faster. So the point is, don't stress about it. Just love your audience, get to know them. And if you're streaming because you love it, then it'll be easier to not get frustrated. If you're focused on, oh, I want more people, there's, you know, that sort of stuff, you're gonna burn out, and it'll be stressful instead of fun, and it'll be harder to stick with it. And finally here, be prepared to work. I talked to some people. There was one streamer in particular that was like, I can't get my stream to grow, Bacon. What can I do? And I went and I looked at his archive, and he was streaming maybe 3 days a week and for maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time. That's okay. You know, streaming is a great hobby. If you want it to be a hobby, that's fine. But it's not a growth strategy, right? If you want to grow, if that's your goal, is to become a bigger community, you're gonna have to put in work into that. It's not just gonna, the audience isn't just gonna fall into your lap. You're gonna have to work. I have never put any more hours into anything that I've ever done in my life than streaming. I've attacked this with a drive that borders on obsession. We're talking 80-90+ hours a week for over a year straight now to get where I am. If you want to grow, you're gonna have to put in time. Now, that time that you put in can be enjoyable. It should be enjoyable. I love what I do. I love every second of it, and that's fine. But it's not gonna just happen. You can't just turn on the camera and just expect you know, to be the next big Twitch superstar. You're gonna have to put in a lot of time, both on camera and off camera, if you're actually trying to grow. And the final tip, above all else, have fun. For goodness sakes, we're talking about video games here. Don't lose sight of that. If you've got major life drama happening, my advice is to do your best to check that at the door before you turn the camera on, because people don't want to see that. People don't want to see you know, you getting bogged down and getting cranky and, you know, all that sort of stuff. We're playing games, right? Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the time or any of that stuff. Just enjoy it. Relax, chill, play some games with some friends, and more and more people will come by if you've got a good community to hang out with. So that's my advice. Try to keep a positive attitude, do it for the right reasons, and be prepared to work. And I hope that's useful. And if you want to see more of these videos, then hit the like button down below. And feel free to come by my live stream at twitch.tv/bacon_donut and give me feedback. If you've got your own advice or whatever, hit me up on Twitter and ask me questions about live streaming. I'm more than happy to answer. I hope it was useful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.